Welcome back to another battle, everybody. I am C-Money. I'm a Grandmaster level Risk Global Domination player. Today we're playing Progressive Capitals on the Rivertown Advanced map. This is Tier List Tuesday. You guys know it and love it, hopefully. And if you don't, I'm sorry. But we're playing as the green player out of the 6th position, and we have a great position here for the 1 point +4 spot in the back. Could get rolled turn 1 by purple. Don't love it, but have material to retaliate if we need to. We also have a ton on the right-hand side. I could go for a 1 point hold over this +4, which red does not take off of their +3. Maybe they're going to try to bait me into capping there was their goal. So I'm not going to cap over here. I think because I could get double tap by red, I don't want to risk that. I only get single tap risk here by purple, and they go white isn't able to scoop, right? Orange could scoop, which wouldn't be great. So it's a little bit of a risk. But we have counterplay on the board, at least, if I absolutely need to, if I do experience doom. But this way, we honestly have our material almost perfectly split between both sides of the map. Orange's cap is a 1 point card block off of Temple Road. There's a very good chance somebody could play Town Plaza here. 1 point hold on both of these bonuses. I don't want to get involved on that. I don't see any caps on the left-hand side in the prime positions here. So we're going to cap here. Purple could roll us. Again, they'll start with 5 troops, and 8 on 4 is not on a 100% roll on a cap by any means. I think it's about 50 or 60, so I don't know that they're going to risk it for the biscuit there. But we don't see like a cap here. We don't see one in here, or there could be one down in Trading Pier here, but I don't know if that would be great. So I think we might have gotten the side of the map that does benefit us. But this is Tier List Tuesday. It's the series where we take a look at every single map on the meta settings. We've got the meta settings right over here. Capital Conquest on Rivertown Advanced. Auto setup 60-second turn timer. Progressive cards, balance, plus nice. No rank restrictions, alliances, and portals are off. Fog and blizzards are on with neutral AI behavior. And white says, oops. That is interesting. So we have guaranteed cap play or bonus play here. I don't think white took this. So I think my best bet, play off the 3 here, roll back this way, and take this bonus on the first turn. On my first turn, fortify back to cap. Maybe even roll pink out of here just to have more material in the back right here. But I got a ton. I got the 5, the 3, and the 2. That alone is going to be 10 troops that we could potentially play for this bonus too. Maybe actually the play is playing for this bonus. Purple is potentially botting out here already, which is not ideal for them, but this is a 1 point hold back here. I was just too concerned the red player with the double 3s here would try to come back in here and mess stuff up. Now, they don't see how much material I have back here. They only actually see the 1 and the 2. They don't see the 5 and the 3, so maybe we can capitalize off of that. Purple bots, that actually provides potentially some protection for me. It does add an extra 2 that I have to hit through. I think trying to take the bonus on the other side of the board right now is a little risky. I don't think that's going to be my best play. I think I want to take the bonus up here first. Now, red doesn't take this. I might be the only player with a bonus on this first turn, unless somebody takes the middle. So I think that gives me a decent chance. There's obviously 3 unidentified territories that are locked behind my caps. Presumably, nobody is capped on those territories. Obviously, can't make any guarantees, but we're going to start with the +2 up here in Northwatch, then work Court District and the slums on the other side since we have so much material on that side of the board. Red flags. That actually, our prospects of taking this bonus have increased immensely. I actually think it might be a better idea to go for this first. So if I put 5 troops in here, we get this bonus for sure, and somebody might not break through red right away. So red flags, purple bots. We're playing a 4-player game here against pink, orange, and white. Players in our game, Stone McGlory 31. We have definitely played against this player before, but I do not remember their skill level. We have orange coming in off of the pocket here. They're going to try to take a bonus. No, they're just keeping material on both sides of the board. Strong cap on the right-hand side. I respect that quite a bit, but they don't have great pathing into me. We're going to go this here. Defend our cap here, and we are going to... I normally don't recommend this. We are going to take the bonus on the other side of the board because we have so much material over there. That is going to be our best course of action, I believe. However, I'm not actually going to fortify any of this material together because I'm a little worried about orange coming into my cap over here. So what we are going to do, because we have the red 3 as a buffer there, we're going to make sure our cap is nice and strong and we can work the bonuses on the other side and kind of 2-tier approach this. So this map is, I find, very snowbally and also very similarly to the regular Rivertown map. You choke up way too much in the middle. card blocks in the late game on the person who has most of the map is actually much easier. So I'm not in love with that play style, but white does not yet have a bonus. They might be going aggressively for maybe this +5 in here. Would not surprise me. Otherwise, they're potentially going for this +5 up here on the 2-point hold that orange might not allow to happen. But I think orange doesn't want to keep himself from getting choked up too much. I can 1-point hold this eventually, but I don't want to do that until all of this is grouped. And that is a +4, the slums, on a 1-point hold that we had over here. Good spot to play from purple is still botted, so that'll hopefully not add up here on this 2. The bot does not add up there. Delightful. Pink is getting 8, so pink has likely a capital, I think. I don't think there's a +3. Oh, no, they probably have the center bonus. Pink probably has the center +3. And we have Seamus the Cat joining us. Didn't see his face, I can see on the cam, but... Oh, he just took a screenshot. I don't know if that sound came through, but he stepped on the keyboard. Orange might try to take this. I don't love that if they go for this. I'm wondering... I think I want to knock purple out of here first. Okay, they roll out this way. They don't even play for this bonus. Maybe they play for this one instead. And we are getting... okay, they go back in there. We're getting 10. So I think we clear this first. I don't know how much I need back here. 10 probably. Boom. I could keep extra cards, but I think trying to snowball this one might be the better bet here for myself. Don't want to get too greedy, but try the 4-on-2. And we get it. 7 comes back to cap. We got an 8 there, and red, or orange doesn't have any play on me, right? So I think I'm okay there. As long as white doesn't come out of the woodwork, I should be fine. And this potentially gives me the option to replace the +4 over here with now the newly found +4 here. Because, you know, nobody's on a trade-in. The only player who's going to be able to make a play on me is pink, potentially from that center bonus. And or I suppose they could be behind the +4 of purple here. They could be in Western Ruins. We didn't have any vision on that. But the more material that goes here, the better for me, right? We got an 8 here. It's not the safest, but we can probably knock orange out of here. Pink is getting 11, so they might actually have the center and this, or a bunch of territories and double capital. I think either of those is a possibility. I just got to bolster myself on this next turn. Is going to be my best bet. But pink appears to be my competition here. This is essentially the one turn that he has to act to try to take my capital. If he misses out on it right now, he's got a 10 coming from the bottom here. So he's trying to take an additional bonus. I think I can afford to put quite a bit of pressure on pink here, as long as my cap is strong enough. But maybe I don't want to. Maybe I give pink one more turn of no pressure. We'll find out after my turn if they have double capital, but I think that I don't want to aggress them just yet. I don't think aggressing them is going to be my best choice. Orange will finally take stuff on his side of the board. Should probably hit me. Doesn't hit me. Which is interesting. So yeah, I will keep this over here hidden as long as I can. I'm going to just take a 4 here, and we're going to really bolster our capital, because pink just got an extra bonus. I want to make sure that they can't take my capital. And now is when we're going to start grouping up all of this material on the right-hand side. So orange is playing a very cautious game. White is getting 11 now. White might actually have this +5 in General District. Or maybe the Fishing District +5. I need to leave myself with as many cards as I can. But what was I getting? +15 there? Yeah. Pink might not love that, but the benefit is I got the +2s back here. And then this over here. And if I can start grouping all of this up, I hopefully shouldn't get hit soon. The pink player is our wild card. Uncertainty. They're getting 16 now because they captured this +4 in here. Must have lost a territory elsewhere, or a couple territories elsewhere, which is what knocked them back. I want them to get over-aggressive into somebody, but they aren't yet. So I have played against this white player, Stone McGlory. We had the purple player, Bilgin Erkan, in the second position for Turkey. The red player botted out almost immediately. General Triumph flying the flag of Kuwait. The pink player, Ninjanana, 8896 from Argentina. And then finally, Larkin Chata, the orange player, in the final position. This, I think, is a bad play by pink. I can afford to hit this. Larkin Chata flying the flag of Australia in that final position, or 5th position. Yeah, pink does this to try to put pressure on me. I think this gets him double broken here. I think that's a bad play. Even if he's got the middle bonus. Trying to clear as much of his material as possible. And there, my friends, is a free capital. I don't know whose, but it was free. I think that was an overcommitment by pink. He's still got whatever's in the middle. Yeah, I thought this might happen. White's going to come down in here and knock all this material out. No, he leaves me alone. White, you absolute gem. I can afford to snuff pink out here now. Pink probably takes the first trade in. White also skipped on one of these turns. I don't know when. He's getting 11. He might not break me in here. Pink's getting 6. So pink, I think, has middle bonus, no capital. Somebody else. Pink never took an extra capital. And now pink's going into somebody else. He's just hitting someone else. That's absurd. Oh my goodness. Okay. Comes down this way with a 3. I doubt I can kill him. I don't want to kill him. But if he hit white there as well, that could be really good for me. Now, I think orange is otherwise trapped behind white right now. It might be in my best interest to remove his material in here, but I don't know that I really fully want to just yet. He's still only getting 5 troops. I think this is where I want my I don't know. Maybe I just let white hit this because I know I'm going to lose it. I think we fortify to this cap with whatever we can up here. 17 should be enough there. 8, 4. Sure. All right, I have way too much board right now. I think white probably breaks me in here. This is going to be an immense waste of material, though. Or unless he loses 1. Then he loses 3. He's got a split here, too. He might not get all of this right away, but if he's capped on Town Plaza, he's going to have a good hold for this. Hits the 3 first, loses 2, comes back with a 3. It comes back with a 2. He's going to try to roll it. Might as well, and he wins it. Wins the 2-on-1s, but he committed everything there. So that should give me a decent play to get half the board here. Pink obviously sets. He's going to probably try to retaliate into me. But maybe he tries to reconstitute on a different part of the board. You know, maybe white didn't leave his cap well defended or something. And that's exactly what happens. Pink goes to the right now with his trade-in. Gets the worst trade-in. Probably feeds himself to white, which I don't love. Yeah, pink didn't even try to regain his capital. Didn't leave any troops on it. Was getting so many troops early on, but he must have just been throwing them at people. Because he's only getting 6 troops, right? And we know he definitely doesn't have 12 or more territories. He's got the +3 in the middle with no capital. I think knocking orange out of here is going to be important, but I don't want to fully commit to it just yet. I got to leave myself as many cards as I can. Because I don't want to get card blocked, right? There's a chance that white, if he is capped on Town Plaza here, is able to card block both myself and orange, so I have to leave myself with as many cards as possible. And that's the one downside of this map. It is also one of the upsides as far as like thinking about how to have to play this board. Orange trades in. So as far as we can tell, only 2 caps on the left-hand side. We're not sure how many troops white's getting on this next turn. Orange just takes a card and passes. We're going to hit this 7. Red is worth a card. Purple is not worth anything. And I'm not particularly going to try to stop pink from breaking me because of the prospect. Right, I forgot I had the trade in. Because of the prospect, was it this? Where's Rivertown Archive? It's back here. Ew. Purple's not worth it, but if pink wants to take cards off him, he can. So purple 5 here. I'm going to pull up to this cap here. We leave orange in here in case white antagonizes him. White's getting 16, so pink really didn't do any meaningful damage there. Red is going to be a 1-card feed, probably to orange. I have to imagine that orange left the +1, or the +2 that we saw back here as like his last card in that bonus to potentially get more troops. I could see white going for the pink kill here. He doesn't go for the pink kill, but he does break pink. So if pink doesn't have a set here, we might have the kill. No, pink does set. Okay. That might go right back into white then. I think I want to leave orange here as long as possible. Trades aren't high enough right now where it really matters anyway, but I don't want to get card blocked. Cannot afford to get card blocked. Pink with the instant trade and then very, very delayed attempt at potentially taking a card. He might just have material that's sitting in the way at some point here. Or he traded and then realized, like, I'm done here. It's over. But this just goes to show, like, for starters, this cap spot, one of the best ones on the board, just because you can gain position. Obviously, I had a decent couple turns playing from this that fueled my takes up on here and allowed me to snuff pink out. Pink does not take a card, so it is just straight up material in the way. Like this 3 that I'm going to have to hit. Orange, no bonus back here, but he might end up killing red. I guess the question is, how many cards does orange get for free before he is forced to kill red? I don't know that I know the answer to that question. We're getting 22 now. Just going to keep defending my caps to make sure that white can't make any sort of counterplay here. And then, you know, anything off cap. Actually, those are troops that somebody would have to hit. So I'll pull stuff behind the cap up. That makes a little bit more sense. White getting 17. We're back on 4 cards. I think white's card skip might not have been smart, because I took so much material on the turns that I took cards that I don't think it's beneficial to skip. Obviously, now I'm not quite taking that quantity of material. Pink's still getting 3. Probably a bot out from this player. Puts 1 there. Yeah, that's a bot out. If I've ever seen one. Orange is getting 8. So orange has the +3 back there now and clerical quarter, but has not yet taken... Oh, he does place in here. So he wants to trade with me here. I want to force him to hit white. This will leave him on 5. No, he's going to keep hitting. I think that's a mistake. This was going to be the last card I took anyway. I don't want orange having any presence in here. I got to force him to hit white. So we're going to hit him here. Completely out of there. And with pink botted, I know this card should still exist. Obviously, orange and white could trade, but I'm almost banking on the fact that he didn't seem to want to hit white at all. I'm almost banking on that white card being available or being difficult to take, and that white won't be willing to trade with him. But I'm fairly certain orange is locked behind white at this point. Seamus is... If you're wondering why the screen is moving all over the place, it's because Seamus keeps booping my hand on the mouse. And it's clicking the screen and dragging it. By the way, this map, I'll take a look at the bonuses here. We haven't looked at them yet this game. Northwatch +2, Court District +2, Mayor's District +2. That was what I was hoping, is orange was forced to take that last card on red. So that's what it was first. And then we've got Bridge and Western Ruins as +3s. West Roads a +3. East Roads and Clerical Quarter both +3s. The +4s are Merchant District and the Slums. And then Fishing District and General District are the +5s. The right side, I believe, is worth +20. The left side worth +16, with the Bridge in the middle is a +3 that could go either way. So right side slightly more potent of a place to play from. Just making sure that cap's not free. We'll get one extra bonus here. I'm gonna leave this as like a 50 cap. And then we're just gonna have a super imposing giant stack in the middle. That's really the only right way to play this. Superimposing giant stack in the middle is the best way to play this, because there's not much alternative. No free cards for white or orange as far as like killing somebody for them. White might go back into orange. He's only taken one a turn though. I might end up being able to create a trading zone with white, but he also might be able to block me pretty easily. So I think I just need to hide some cards on his side. Granted, with what I'm holding right now, I've got double capital, I've got a bunch of extra territories. So I said +16, but there's also all of these extra territories in here that'll add to that quite a bit more. You saw I was getting +25 before. We have 2 caps. We now have an additional bonus and an additional... Well, the additional territory doesn't matter, but we have an additional bonus. So that will certainly have an impact. Now, all right, so orange actually took red's capital. So that is what just happened. That final kill on red that got the 1 card, that was on red's capital. And now he's setting in early. I don't know that I agree with this play. He's going to have to likely hit through white is what he just did. And maybe that'll spark a war. Although if that red cap is on Temple Road, I'm unsure that that's what's going to happen here. Trades are how high? 35. I don't think he gets through that if he sets in. He may want to back this up, because if he doesn't have a set on 3, I'm rolling his 29 on the next turn. And he got broken in, I guess, a +3? Maybe red was capped on high... No, he couldn't have been capped on High Cleric Palace, because orange already had that bonus. White is hitting orange. He's hit him more than once. He attacked twice there. He backs the 29 up, and we are on 4 cards. I can't trade in, but we're going to get a ton of troops here. Obviously don't know if I'm opening a cap up, but we're just going to keep going, right? It's going to be my best bet. Pink exists somewhere. This was a +5, so I can't imagine orange broke him there. But he is getting... Oh, no, he was getting 7. He was getting 18, so he did break... He broke him in the +5. We'll trade in on this next turn. And white is down 1 additional troop again. They have a potential infinite trading zone, though, so I got to be a little bit careful here. I almost wonder how much pressure white puts on orange, right? I don't think orange wants to open up white's cap. I assume white is capped on Town Plaza here. And white sets in on 4. Stops. Won't have a trade on this next turn. So if he is capped here, I honestly think there's a good chance his cap won't be any stronger than whatever giant stack I'm putting in his face here in a second. And I can probably just keep taking cards down in here for free, and then eventually hit him. But I don't give him any pathing out. I almost need to force him into orange because I don't want to get myself card blocked. Orange sets now. And again, we know orange is, I believe, behind white's capital. And if this number jumps to 3, we'll know that orange has taken white's capital. I think white must have pink's cap because pink's only getting... Or not pink's cap. Purple's original capital. Yeah, orange is doing quite a bit of hitting here. I actually thought that orange was the second best player in this game, despite the bad cap choice. He did. He took a capital. I've got 2. Oh, purple's not dead yet. Purple might actually still have its original cap. White's on 2 cards. We trade in here. Let's see what happens. Buck 37 there. Did he feed me the white kill? I don't get cards, though, if he didn't. But I don't want to give him the cards. Well played. I don't know why he left. Why is this here? I might get double teamed here. Have a joker. Alright, question becomes, does white feed the game? There was no cap back in here. I don't know why he didn't have all these troops on capital. He should come take this purple cap. I actually should come take this purple cap now that I think about it, so I don't get card blocked. White doesn't take it there. He must exist behind either him or... Wow, that's a huge cap from orange. I don't know where orange would have gotten that many troops from. Neither of these guys had a trade. That's why I wasn't super worried about that. I have a set if I want it. White was getting 7. So white doesn't have a cap. He must have been taking troops in here. And he didn't want to open me up. It's a very real possibility that orange opens me up here. He's going to come take this, though, right? No. Fails that. He's getting how much? 19? And the pink officially flags. I'm going to accept the fact that I can get broken here. I need to leave that open. I'm essentially sentencing white to death. That's the goal here. And then I can 1-point card block orange. Force him to attack out. We have a trade in. Not without the Joker, but we have a trade and we can kill him for 4. Now orange could also decide to kill him. He's going to keep going. He could win this terrible cap back here, but then we just card block him. I was willing to accept this. Does he know that the original pink cap was back here? That's the question. Because obviously I didn't defend it. But again, it's a one point card block back there. I'm not super worried about it. I set in and I can kill him. Yeah, he must know this is back here. He's fully committed back to this area. Although I think that's a bad play. I think rolling it, yeah, loses 37. Trades are how high right now? 50? Not a whole lot, but we'll just block him in there. It just makes it, it's a little bit annoying to deal with because then we have to 172 is going to come over. This comes into here. None of these cards are worth anything. That just goes back to capital. Definitely don't set in right now. I don't want to actually, like... Just gonna do this, I think. I want to be able to kill him if he doesn't trade here. That's why I'm playing this like this. Leave the cap open. So if I kill him on 5 cards, I should double set. I have a little bit of a split in here, which isn't great. 120. Maybe orange opens me up here. Yeah, like if orange comes in here and thinks that this is somehow the end of him. No, he doesn't. Pulls that back. I can't really let this player stay in the game. 212 on 120. I don't know what kind of roll that ends up being, but... Let's see. This may not be enough dice. Worst case, we just have him card blocked. No, it's not it. It was worth a check, though. It was certainly worth the check. Have the Joker if I need it. And he probably locks himself in here. I should have just killed him when I had the chance. A little bit unfortunate, but... benefit is he's going to lock himself in here. His only cards will be in the bonus. And he messed up the pathing there. And I'm not concerned about orange at this point on a 2-point card block. He can come break me all he wants. I don't know why white gave him the cap for free. Why you had 170 stack just sitting here when you could have just defeated this player. A very strange play by white. Doesn't really make any sense to me, but... he'll set in here, but... that's alright. Fergus is here. We got a double cat video, everybody. This is by no means a one game. Orange will end up with about the same number of troops as I have here after this next turn. With how many he's been getting each turn and then his trade-in. But I know that I can card block him fairly easily. Please don't hit my 16. Why? Why are you opening him for free? This might have to be a change of plans where we block orange instead of white. That's obnoxious. Did lock my own cap off with that play, but it'll be fine. Force white to take this, and then he'll open me up on the next turn with his trade-in, or maybe he opens me now with the trade-in, but then I can just respond, and we'll have him fully blocked. Yeah, he's going to open now, which I think is a mistake. If he really wanted action to happen here, his smartest play would actually be to continue going all the way down and open up orange. If they're truly going to try to tag team me here, that's his best play. It's just going to hit me. And I will obviously not let you hold that. If I don't see it come back to cap. Alright, it came back to cap. That's his last card in there. He traded on 4. Whatever. Orange, I really don't care, dude. I know you're not good enough to beat me, so I'm just going to try to deal with white, because white's better than you. Although I still have no idea why he gave up the cap for free. I don't care. Leave that there. It's fine. Couldn't care less. Trade in, yeah, without the Joker, massive. Let's just defend this a little bit, because we kind of have to. And this cap is going to be the one that we heavily defend. Alright, white's last card here. Unless orange bails him out again. Have the set on 3 if I need it. He's going to try to pull off here, which should hopefully lead to his death. He had what, he had 220, I think, on cap. This could be really good here. If orange actually sets in and breaks my 20 here, I have a legitimate chance here. Orange comes off the 1 over here, hits my 20. He's got 90 on capital. He does hit the 20 like an absolute imbecile. He's got 90 on cap. If I get great dice on this, I've got a chance. 70 leaves. If the 70 leaves, I'm golden. All right, 70 leaves. Sweet. Trade in. I think that should be enough to take. I think I can kill him. Come on, beautiful dice. And I think that's a kill. Yes, it is. That's 3 cards. We'll be on 4 after the turn. White won't have enough to take both of these capitals. So we'll have to just reconstitute after this turn. We don't hit him yet. And then we work to set up our block. I don't know how much he's holding off cap in the middle of the board. And I'm not going to take the risk of finding out just yet. But we have a set, so I can kind of regain myself here. And we'll plant ourselves on guard post west and try to win this game. Sacks into the cap. That's perfect. That's a wasted, what, 13, 14 troops there. I don't think orange is that good. All right, he's going to have free cards. He's going to have a trade-in soon. Trade-ins are how high? 90. So locking this cap I don't think is a bad play. I kind of just need to take away as many of his bonuses as I can right now. So without giving him too many free cards. So let's do this. All right. With a set, he can get through that. So I'm not going to give him that for complete free. But I'm not going to give it... Like, I don't want him to take the capital. That's kind of my mindset there. He's going to get through this. Yeah, exactly. Perfect. He trades now. Exactly what I wanted. I wanted him to trade now. I don't care if you have that cap back there. Loses 30, which is not my favorite thing. Again, this is a tough spot to win from, guys. It's very hard, especially once he wins this cap. He's going to keep troops on it. So we need to lock that cap and then block him on both sides. Now, the question is, I think, again, I think white was the better player. Exactly. Locks the cap already. Perfect. He locks it already. He fortifies to it. That's fine. I don't care. I don't care if you fortify it to it, because once I'm on a trade-in, man, I've got some cards in here that I can take. At this point, I need to force him to take these cards, and he might, but we got to just kind of knock him. Yeah, there we go. I'll be on a set before him almost certainly. I already have it. Come on, hit the other stuff in your bonus. He's not going to hit the other stuff in his bonus, so we have to make sure we block whatever we can here. He doesn't get to this bonus. He does not break here. So that's an extra card that he's going to leave me here. I want to get all the way up to 5 before I trade in so that I can block him better. And he doesn't break the middle either. He gives me so many extra troops here for no reason. That goes back to Cap. He's been good about going back to Cap every time. Yeah, that goes back to Cap. Sweet. Again, we're not going to trade in here. The 16, that's an extra card that I can take right now. I don't think he's going to realize... He's going to try to prioritize breaking over prioritizing blocking, so... we are going to lock this capital. I want to force him... I'll leave that one there. I want to force him to try to take the cards within the bonus that he's in, so he removes all of the cards that he has. I could just take this one. He's going to break over here. All right, so he doesn't break on the left side. This is perfect. We'll get to 5. So if he sets on 3... Interesting. Goes back to Cap. Yes, sir. This is going to be where I take my card on this turn. He's already broken over here. I don't care if he can take cards in there. I want to limit what he's got here. Again, could have that set on 3 that we mentioned. And I got, what did I get? He's getting 24. I just got 31. Perfect. Yes. Take both of them, please. Make my life easier. Doesn't take both of them. Leaves himself an extra card. That's fine. He's going to be on 4. I assume he's going to have the extra card anyway. And now we can defend our caps and we can set our block. And hopefully... I don't really care which of these I end up getting. 40... 40... 40. I'm going to leave myself as many cards as I can. Because, again, I'm going to have to probably give him cards or wait him out. I will get way more troops than him, but I don't think it's going to be enough to make a play on a capital at any point. Here. So we've left ourselves some cards in there. He probably sets in here, busts through something. But I'm on 3 cards myself. I don't have a set. No. Oh, I left him an extra card here by accident. Okay, that's fine. So I actually think... Oh, he's giving me more cards. I forgot that wasn't what the block was there. All right. He's on 5. He's going to break through me here, right? So let me make it a little bit more expensive for him. I know I just removed some cards here, but I'm banking on him hitting through something here, and then I can just reconstitute the block with a bunch of extra troops, especially if I have a trade in right now. If he knocks out both my 40s, that would be great. Should block me again. Or not block me, yeah. Should break me again. I don't actually have a trade-in right now. And because he's forced to open up my capital whenever he breaks me here from this spot, it's totally fine. That all goes back to Cap. Alright. Here's what we're going to do. If he has a set on 3 here, it is what it is. I'm going to make sure I break. Leave 40 troops there. Trade-in shouldn't be enough to take a cap if it's got like 40 here. But now, look, I've left myself a bunch of extra cards here. So either sets on 3, which would do some damage, or he takes the final card. Perfect. And I'll get this card here for free. All of our blocks are set. We got to rebuild up our cap. And this might be our first turn of an actual card block. And I've got 2 extra cards back here if I absolutely need them. It's all about the clinical destruction of my opponent. We're getting there. This has been a tiring game because white put up a good fight. Credit to the white player for the fight that they put up. Orange actually fed me the kill, fortunately. I'm just going to... I want to make these... If he has a set, I want to make his hits as expensive as I can. We'll get a nice stack on cap there. There's a card there. This 3 will come back to cap here. Got the 77 down here. So he's essentially got a choice to make. We don't have a set on 3, so again, we're going to have to react to whatever he does. But he sets in on 4. He will not have a set on this next turn. He's going to bust through me here. Okay. Loses 57. This is good. This is extra cards over here now. Comes down. He's just giving me an extra spot that I'm going to have to hit, which is a little bit annoying. Gets through the 50 here, but he's not going to get through both. And he opens up my capital again, which I think is a big mistake. So the way... I bet you guys might be wondering, how do I play this if I'm the orange player, right? Because obviously I'm the green player. I'm trying to play this. How am I supposed to play this if I'm the orange player? Well, the way that the orange player should be playing this game is he should be leaving a ton of troops off capital to try to force me to uncover little landmines. That, for starters, that's one thing he should be doing. I should probably be slidering here, but it is what it is. So he should be leaving little landmines. Now I know he doesn't have a set, so we'll have him completely blocked here. I am going to have to go further than I wanted to here. So, like, this is actually a good play. This is a good little landmine that he left me here. Unfortunately, that's just not enough troops to do that with. So I'm knocking him out of here because at this point, I can't let him have any cards. We don't want this player getting any cards. And we're going to likely set in on 4. I could just respond to wherever he pulls off. That's the idea here. But he should be leaving little landmines. And then he also should be trying to set up a reverse block where he doesn't try to break everything, but he makes it more difficult for me to take cards. Because if he never makes it more difficult for me to take cards, he's never going to win the game. So he pulls off 83 here. That's actually not going to be enough to stop me, unfortunately. Because I can just 0% roll it. So let's get this back up to 50. We're going to dump... we're going to take our card here. We're going to dump everything here. So we take our card. This is a free extra card in there. And then this is where we... As high of a 0% roll as we can get. He loses 62. 11. Let's just dice roll it a couple times if I can. Don't want to open them up at all. Alright, these dice rolls are going very terribly right now. That's a little bit better. One more dice roll and then we'll fortify away. I don't even need to fortify away. I think it's better to leave a big stack there to force him to have to do something about it. But this is the problem. I might actually have to give up the hold that I have. He's going to pull off over here. This cap I don't think was that big. 170 here. That was an instant fortify, by the way, guys. So can I get through everything? I need to make sure I can get back to capital. So I don't want him on this side of the map at all. Let's 50 chunk first. 63. This should get through everything here. Yeah, there we go. So you might want... Oh, that was a bad play. He had way more troops over here. He must not have much on the right-hand side. Well played. That was a great play by Orange. I don't know how he had that there. That must have never been sitting on cap. That is dangerous for me now. I don't love that. Oh, no, Shotty locks the cap up. No, he locked the cap, guys. He actually had great play. That was a perfect play by him. That was such a good play. And he messed it up so badly. I don't have a capital, or I don't have a trade-in to be able to stop his next play here. But if he gets all the way to the 83, he doesn't get to the 83. The 83 is going to have to come back. We're going to have to pull off over here. He just insta-fortified a 170 from the left-hand side. He must have had that off cap in here. Because there's no way he could have fortified that fast enough. Unless he just scrolled and hoped for the best. I should have kept him block. I shouldn't have gotten greedy. I just assumed it because of how fast of a roll that was that he didn't... Yeah, now he lets me set the block up again. We're going to have to be a little bit careful here. I need to come off cap to do this. And he could have a trade in here, so I'm going to probably let him hit through this. So I need to get him out of here. That was a great play. That 170 play was really, really good. I need to make sure he can't get through that cap. If I give him a card elsewhere, I give him a card elsewhere. It is what it is. And he'll probably get a card here. Not guarantee. Yeah, he sets in. This is exactly... I didn't want to risk him being able to take this, and he might be able to get it. We got a 113 on this cap here. This shouldn't succeed. This should fail. And it wins, which is not good. All right, that 170 play was great, but it also is 170 troops of his that we took out, so makes the block a little harder over here. That was an instant fortify, so we're going to go scoop that cap back there. I have to wonder how much he's got down here. I'm going to go take this, because that was an instant fortify, what he just did. I think it's worth checking this. I don't think he has as much troops here as I thought he did. But he might have been way stronger than I anticipated. Yeah, 249. Interesting. The issue here is I can't let him cap run here. All right. Risky cap check. He is still stronger than me. We're about even right now. We're actually about even. And now that he got this, he's going to have a ton of cards to take. So we have to try to make a play on this at some point. That's really unfortunate that he got such a good roll on that. Only minus 20. About as bad of a spot as I could be in now. But we're just going to have to reposition. And I'm going to start building up something to come take this 250 cap. Because now it's, he's getting more than me per turn. Actually, he's not getting more than me per turn just yet. But he's overtaking on cards. So you can always set up the block again if people are overtaking on cards. It's always the option. He's doing it again. It's just about getting myself in the position to set it again, right? Got to force him off the caps again. And he's, yeah, what? He's about 420 between these two caps. And I doubt he has anything behind. That 170 play, that was the right way to play it. And now it's gonna take a monumental effort here to make a bit of a comeback. But that's okay. Because eventually he has to take cards, right? So we'll lock this cap here. I'm gonna lock that because we're gonna be on a trade soon. I want to force him. He's got to come off one of these caps soon. So I'll probably take this bonus. Just need him to get greedy. It's unfortunate that he got the better capital here. He comes off this capital. Okay. That's actually great. He's trying to prevent me from having cards. Guess I take this pink card now. Because now he's in a spot to block, right? That's the unfortunate thing here. He's in a spot to block. We got a Joker, but we didn't have a trade before that. I need to force him to lock a capital up. Very unfortunate. I should have just sent the 80 over there fully. I tried to keep some troops back here, and that wasn't the right play. Of course he had the set on 3. They always do. He's got the trade on 4 right now. I want him to get greedy. If I can get him to get greedy, I'll have a chance here. He's coming to the right with his big stack. Doesn't break anything. Gives me a free card here. I don't actually think that's a good play. Forced to trade in. I don't really think defending this heavily either is a good play. 30. I want him to take cards in there. 50. I at least gotta try to set it up again, guys. Because this cap is the stronger one now. Essentially, we just gotta be able to take out some side of the board. If I can get him off of this cap and not this one. Does he go down this way? He does go down this way. He should knock this 30 out of here to force me to... No, he's going to come take this. I don't think this is the right play. So one more lot. This cap actually has no counterplay now. And he keeps giving me cards. So he can get a card back here now. But the cap's not open. I'm getting him to close it without making the proper counterplay here. I'm a card ahead of him, but again, no set. No set is not ideal. Well, that's a mistake. That gives me an extra card in here. I come back to capital. Yep. That just gives me an extra card. Go here. It's a little bit more challenging to set a block when he's getting bigger bonuses than me, but it's not impossible. Bigger bonuses and a better capital. 170. 47. He could win this, but again, it's wasted troops if he gets, like, if he rolls this and fails. What are these rolls, dude? He's got less than double and he's still winning it. Like, it's extra cards in here. I don't love that. Like, this guy's gotten some of the best cap rolls I've ever seen in the game of Risk. So I don't really defend those. I guess we just got to give up those free cards to him. Although, where do I get my cards, right? So, I don't know. He's only been adding on the left side, by the way. He hasn't added on the right at all. I don't know why he doesn't break this. I guess he still wants the spot off cap. Takes in here. Alright, we got our work cut out for us because I made that mistake. I shouldn't have opened the cap. It gave him the free lines on me on the most unfortunate of times. 34 comes back up here. Reconstitutes almost this entire thing. Now I got to take a card. It's on 3 cards. Do I bank on getting a set on 4? I guess so. Has he still got the same amount? He's got 300. All right. Got to make a play on it at some point, guys. Sets in. He might think I pulled off. Actually, this could be good bait. If he thinks I pulled off cap completely here. Oh, this could be good. This could be like perfect. This could be exactly what I need. I got pretty bad dice, all things considered. Yeah, we win this cap over here. That's perfect. And I get so many cards off of that. I get so many cards off of that play. I did exactly what he did to me. I don't have a set. Oh my gosh, I don't have a set. But he won't have a set either. It won't. It's okay. He won't have a set either. No trade-in. He can't get material over here yet. How much did he had? 130 left. I can still win this. I can still win that capital, and he still can't get over here. Okay. This is a 100% roll on this. And that cap is free as well. I'm not going to take it. No, because he's going to put troops on it. If I don't take this cap now, if I don't take that cap right now, so I don't care if he gets an extra card in here. I need to take that cap right now, because otherwise he will get over here and he'll start putting troops on those caps, and I can't have that. So I'm on 5 cards. I should be at the point where he can't roll any of these caps for free. And now look, he's only getting 20. We baited him successfully, guys. We actually baited the player successfully, and he won't have a set on this next turn either. So I can bulk all of these up. I think I want to leave myself all of these extra cards, obviously. I obviously want to leave myself all of these extra cards. However, oh, this is a good play. That's a good play. What was that cap? That cap was 170. You don't have a trade in right now, though, dude. You don't have a trade. That was most of his set. Do I just let him through? He won't have a trade in. I guess I gotta bulk up everything on... I think I just gotta take him out of here. I don't know. 100. 100. Oh. Or 90. 90 should work. And then this here. Okay. I think that works. He's down to 12 troops. Loses 34. That's not going to be a 100% roll on this. Not going to be a 100% roll on either of these. We're worth actually probably about equal. He comes down this way to the 90 cap. So he's got a split. And he fails. Yes, he fails the roll. He fails the roll. That's absolutely what we needed. And he loses the pathing off of this capital. I don't care if you break me now, dude. You failed the roll over here. That was the most important spot. Do I have a set on 3? I don't have a set on 3. I was hoping we'd have a set on 3. All right, I didn't want to have to clear him out all the way back here, but we need to consolidate onto 1 cap here. I absolutely need to consolidate onto 1 capital. Otherwise, I risk getting rolled on a set on 3. I actually think I get risk getting rolled on a set on 3 anyway. But I can't risk it. 83 cap. If he's got the set on 3, he's still got a chance, and I'm going to be super weak. But if he doesn't, oh my god, you got to be kidding me. All right, bad dice. All right, that was pretty bad dice. I have a set, and he's going to try to split through everything here. It's not going to be enough. He's going to leave me with this back here. Even if you come fortify, you give me one of these for free. I can counterplay that. I can for sure counterplay that. You give me a cap for free. Of course, this guy has had so many sets on 3 that it's making this really frustrating to have to try to keep up with. But he's going to weaken one of these caps. 132. I can just get that back, and he doesn't have a trade, right? 280, 283. And then I can hold in the middle, and he won't have a trade in. I think that's the move. 100% roll is here. Come on, good dice. Come on, just get me there. There it is. All right, not the worst dice I've ever had. All right, now we gotta hope that I set first, right? Because we're both rolling capitals here. The 177 back here. We just gotta hope that I set first. I'm one card ahead of him, guys. Oh boy, this game has been an absolute doozy of a 1v1. Stuffing out white and getting the 1v1 here. I mean, we're playing a 3-player game for most of this game. We're an hour in. It's been an incredible game, win or lose. Now, this is the problem with Orange's approach here, is he's taking... This is too many territories to take. You are losing yourself cards. If he hits here, I can almost set up a block again. I'm the one with 5 caps now. He doesn't break me. Okay, he moves the 20 out. That should come back to capital. But again, it's extra cards that you're losing yourself. He's got the roads bonus. I think he won't have a set right now. I actually think the best play is probably just one hold up here, force him to break some of these smaller spots. I think this cap's more powerful, so we're going to have this one come off. I know that obviously cards are still important. Cards are super high. I'm glad I won that. I'm going to sit right here. I'm going to sit right there right now. Because I know he can't get through it, right? We know he cannot get through that spot right now. Do I have a set on 3? I don't have a trade on 3, so I do have to go back to capital on this next turn. He's getting how much? 15? And he locks his cap. So his capital is locked. We're going to take a card up and go back to cap. So 60 here. Take a card up. I have to go back to cap just to be safe. Because he's had so many trades on 3. He doesn't have the trade on 3. That's huge. We can actually build up both of these caps now. We can actually build up both caps. I think this is the turning point of the game, that he finally didn't have the trade on 3. Because I don't care what he gets here. He won't be able to get through the caps. Also, he didn't break enough. He's on 4 cards, though. I'd rather let him trade in. So at this point, I'm just going to leave myself the extra cards. Trades are how high? 170. I'm just going to raise this a little bit. 115 should be good there. This one, I want 140. And then this will have whatever's left. 170, that should be good. And then I'm going to start pulling the material that is behind caps up. I think that's the turning point. We got him to flip into our cap, and now he can't take these caps. If he rolls this and wins, this game is broken. He's not even going to try. And we got the 140 down here. He didn't try to take my 115 over here. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So now we're getting the bonuses he was getting, but I am the one with 5 caps. No trade-in, obviously, here, but reconstitution is possible. He was getting 19 now. I've got to leave myself with extra cards again. That's going to be imperative to the success of this game. This isn't a spot he can even break. So if he wants the +2, that's great. What a doozy, guys. Made a couple mistakes here, but this player, because we had to be the one to take out white, we knew this player was much stronger than us. I wasn't expecting him having 400 troops on this side of the board, or 300 troops, 300 plus troops on this side of the board when he pulled that 170 off, but we made do. He's back on 3 cards, but again, he knows he's not in a position to be taking any capitals, but one of the things we got to do as smart players in the game of Risk is making sure that our capitals are defended. So we force him to take this card over here now. I don't actually want to lose this position, but I might have to. I might have to lose that position. I think it's okay for now. Where are my easiest cards going to be? I don't want to take any of these cards yet until I have to. I have the trade. I don't really want to use it. So yeah, we're going to go over here, and we're just going to clean split this to hopefully force him to take more uncomfortable cards than the ones he's getting. And that cap was like a 170 before he had his full trade. It's about probably 350 right now. So obviously cannot risk opening up his capital. Takes a card in here. All right, so he's on 5 cards. We'll get one more card here. He could knock us out of that, but that's okay. So the block, we don't set the block, the extended block right now. I want to force him to hit some material, though, if he's willing to. Let's get this up a little bit higher. 150 should be good. I want this one at 200, and then this one. This one will be whatever is extra. 260, cool. Card there. And then pull in some of this nested material to capital. All right, we're at 810. I think he's probably only at about 400. After this trade in, probably 600 troops. I think we're about 200 troops ahead of him now. Just like that. So he's going to hit our 38 here. Doesn't break anything on the other side of the board. So if he doesn't have a trade on 3, he basically loses. He basically just lost himself the game with that. Do I have a set on 3? I do. I could full block him, but I think we wait until our next set. He's going to force me to remove this card, but he actually gives me more cards back in here. Does that leave, or does he keep it in there? He leaves with it. Okay. So shout out to this guy for giving me... Actually, let's go 60. So again, maybe he's got the set on 3. Otherwise, he gave me extra cards there. Kind of hope he has the set on 3, because then the block is free. No, he's going to take up into here. I was hoping he'd take across. Once he takes those cards, though, it should really just be game over for him. Up this way. All right, I think it's just about closing this out. I feel really, really quite good about where we've been in this game. He sets on 4. He sets on 4. And he goes middle of the board, and this doesn't break anything. So that is totally fine. We are in 5 now, and he just gave me even more cards. And now this time, officially, we know he has no trade-in. So, because we know he has no trade-in, I will at least do my best to make sure he has absolutely no cards on this board. He was getting how much on that last turn? He was getting 20 troops, so he shouldn't really be able to get through these 30s. Here. And here. And then the rest is going to go on this capital. And I got a Joker on 3. That's huge. That'll come in a lot of handy. A little bit of security. And we'll just keep chipping away at the cards that we have here available to us. Could win this. Gets the absolute best dice I think I've ever seen. 17 on 30 there. So we're not fully able to block there, but that's okay. I think my easiest card is actually going to be this one here, because I can have a nice 60 stack. Oh no, he's going to fortify off cap. Okay. That's smart. 146. I think we just got to trade our Joker now. Because any opportunity I have to chip away at material, I think I have to take it. So what we are going to do is a take here, and then a chip down. And maybe he's got the set on 3, but if he doesn't really matter, I've got an open cap and a ton of cards available to me. He's got the stinking set on 3. For 200, no less. Hit the 157. Come on. Oh, it's the 58. He's getting some incredible dice. Rolled at 7, lost 17 out of 30. I mean, I can't stop this now, right? Oh, he pulls all of it back. That huge mistake. Huge, absolutely massive mistake there by him. Not making sure that he still has cards on this next turn. Starting with 21. He could potentially hit the 29 here. But that was a really big mistake. 27 on 29 can definitely win. Probably will. Does not win. Perfect. First missed card by this player. We finally got him to miss a card. He's been very good about pulling off. He's actually, his gameplay has improved a ton throughout this game, I honestly think. He doesn't pull off this time. It might be him waving the white flag there. If I were him, I think I probably would have pulled off, but we get a full card ahead, and he will potentially miss a card here. Could obviously get the 20 on 30. He got something very similar before, but tries from the backside here. I don't know that I would have tried that on the 39 stack. I think I would have tried to get through the 31 or one of these 30s down here. At this point, it's just about trying to get yourself a card. Obviously, if he pulls off cap, I'm just going to win the game. If he pulls everything off, he still is not pulling everything off. This will get me extra troops here, so we'll take this card. I think keeping the cards on the other side of the board is probably pretty important. This will actually get me an additional, how many troops? An additional 4 per turn. That doesn't hurt. It's better than nothing. And he's going to try on the 31 now. I think that's the right play. Doesn't win it again, which is helpful for me. Look at how many cards we've left ourselves, though, right? We've left ourselves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 cards. That is why setting an extended card block as best you can is going to be your best play. Now, this is, I think, the right spot for him to be pulling off here. But you got to be careful. I don't, unfortunately, have the best gauge on the size of his capital. However, I do know that that was not enough troops to pull off. We will take our card here, a couple extra troops. And then here is where we will put a bunch. Just a ton of stacks up in his face is going to be my best play. 0% him. Loses 176 on the 0%, the initial one, versus 156 for myself. Another 17. We can get this one more, probably. One more good roll. Yeah, that should be good. And this 3 will come back together. All right, we chip down another 200 of his troops. He misses a card again. I think it is becoming time for you to throw in the towel, sir. Another blitz roll. We're kind of getting to the point where we can start to group up a bunch of our troops on the cards that we're not, or that he's not getting here. So I guess we'll take this one first since he tried to roll it. Let's go here. 19 now. I think that he was getting 20 before. Yep. And I'm still getting cards. No set yet, but we're chipping them away, everybody. We're getting there. He's going to try on the 45 instead of the 30 down here. Fails that one again. Slowly but surely, this player is getting snuffed out. And I've actually still got that purple card there. The purple card is still there. This will be where more cards are going to end up getting taken. Don't really want to take cards along this pathway. I think that would actually be a mistake. The issue is I don't ever know when he's coming off cap. Oh, there he is. You got to do this earlier, dude. I'm back on a trade. Another hundo. I'll just set in again. I think at this point, having a huge stack here to come take his capital is probably my best bet. Yeah, I guess I'll lock my stack off. I'll lock my cap because I still have an attack off this cap if I need it. Now would have been the time to pull off when I'm not on a set. He just pulls the 12 back in. I don't understand your prerogative here, sir. But yeah, I think the writing... the writing is on the wall for this fella, that's for sure. Getting 18 now. Soon he'll only get 15 after this next turn. Maybe even 14. Not on a trade-in yet? No, not on a trade-in yet. I'm just going to keep weaseling my way up north. Or I guess west. Soon, I'm going to start taking cards in here. If he just pulls off cap, I'll end the game. But I don't know how much he has on cap because he keeps pulling back into it. So, I think if I can get everything consolidated, trades are how high? 220, and he's not on a trade-in, right? So I can probably group up everything on the right side here to come take his cap in a minute. Obviously, defending my own caps is important. I don't want to open this up so that he's able to take it, so we're not going to risk that. I will take this first. Finally kill the purple player. That doesn't get me anything, but it does get me extra troops per turn. We consolidate everything into the middle of the board. And soon should be able to eliminate this player, given how many troops he's lost per turn. We're getting a ton of extra stuff on each of these hits. So we're going to go here. We're going to split. Nice 50 should be enough. And then I'll have this big 1,000 stack in his face. So obviously these caps are undefended. I don't ever want to open this over here fully to his capital, because obviously that could be a risk. But he's not pulling off, so... We got a huge stack in his face. I can't imagine he's more than about 400 to 500 troops now. We should be able to take this, but we've had him blocked for so long that I kind of want him to just concede. I think once I take every available card that I can take, I will end the game. But it's the players like this where they don't just ever pull off capital. I have no idea how many troops you have, dude. I've been trying to track it, but at the end of the day, I don't know that I can rely on my own tracking here. So we'll just keep coming at you with a big stack until I feel comfortable. Or he could just pull it off somewhere and I would know. Alright, well, we got two more cards available to us. I guess this can come this way. So if I need to double tap the cap, I can. Anytime here, sir. Now he's... I guarantee you he's sent that cap back into one of these bonuses here, and I'm never even going to get a chance to look at it. And I'm going to open up a cap with nothing on it. Alright, we got one more card. I guess technically two, but one more card. As long as I don't stumble upon the world's biggest capital. We're going to open with our biggest stack here, and if for some reason we need to double tap, we'll give it a shot, but... Come on, Orange. Come on, Larkin Shada. You can pull off here for us, sir. He's doing something. We don't see it, but he's doing something. Just going to let the time expire. If we don't get the satisfaction of Cap running this game. Obviously, like, I'm just being extra cautious. We opened him earlier by accident, and I didn't have enough. So I'm just making sure I've got enough troops here. I've almost certainly got enough, but we're going to take the extra card just in case. I'll get the extra troops from the next turn. Just want to be cautious, guys. I do apologize that this has taken so long, but just got to be cautious. He's placing troops still. He's still here. Watch, I'm probably going to uncover a 1-cap. I've got the set on 3, so I'll set on 3 and we'll whack him. Good game. Well played. And thumbs up to you, sir. Probably going to uncover a 1-cap here, but at least I think he knows now that I am ending this. There's no shot he's got more than 800, right? Pull it off forward. He's got it back there. I'm never going to see how many troops that is. All right. Well, let's maybe 735. All right. I'm glad I held on because there wasn't necessarily a 100% roll at some point there. He did pull it backwards, but at least we got the gratification of seeing how many troops it was. This has been a doozy for sure, everybody. This has been Rivertown Advanced. This has been a Tier List Tuesday video, but we're an hour and a half into it. So I'll at least give you guys the satisfaction of seeing the ranks. All right, Orange was the master. I thought White played better than Orange initially, but then White gave Orange his cap for free, so I'll never understand that. Red was an instant bot out intermediate player, beginner, novice on Pink and or Purple and Pink. It is what it is. Let's head on over to their other screen real quick. We'll review the map first. So I always like taking a look at a picture of the map. Blizzards can end up anywhere. We had the 1 point. This blizzard here made this bonus a 1 point. We had a decent natural 1 point back for these 2 bonuses here on our original capital. Pink picked this awful nested capital. I think the original purple capital must have been which one? I think this down here that I took was the original purple capital, and then white was here with red and orange. I liked the original white capital. I think it would have been much better from this spot here, but the qualms with this map are the middle of the board. Fortunately, this is actually the best game that I've had played in my attempts at recording this, not just from myself, but just in terms of entertainment value. You can kind of see how the card blocks work and how this can play out. Leave yourself as many cards as possible. And for that reason, I actually, in my first go at this, had it in F tier. I think I am willing, despite the 1 point hold in the middle of the board, willing to put this map in E tier. The orange player showed some solid counterplay. But at the end of the day, there's a 1 point chokehold on this map. You're never going to get a map like this very high. And I think the snowball opportunity is quite high as well. So either the stalemate or snowball opportunity is what happens in the E tier here. It could creep up a little bit on the board. I think I'll put it just above Castle because Castle's just a touch too small for my liking. And the blizzards on that map can be more impactful than the one we just played. So Rivertown Advance will end up in the E tier. That is where it will be. If you guys want to check out more Tier List Tuesday videos on the channel, we've got a playlist. And if you want to catch a video that YouTube recommends for you, look for the little card at the end of the video. If you enjoyed, everybody, you know what to do. As always, I have been C Money. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a tremendous rest of your day. Peace.